Good evening. Welcome to another episode of OmenG's Stupid Scary Stories. Now, I told you a while ago a story about me going into this abandoned house. Showed you guys the footage because it was an actual abandoned house that we visited once before. And then I went back with my kids and we went through some portal in time or some shit. Also found out that disturbing the basement, I disturbed Mason's grave. Had to bury his ass back in there. But, you know me, I have no sense in my head sometimes. So, once again, I decided to go back to this house. This time I figured I'd bring good old Rosmo with me to see if he could shed some light on what it was that had chased me out the fucking house the last time I was there. Let me begin. Because it's been a long week. Long week. God. I was trapped. For what I thought was maybe an hour in this place. Turns out I was gone for freaking 5 days. Unbeknownst to me, but beknownst to my family, because obviously I wasn't here. They were like, where the fuck is Dad? You know, this guy is on that disappearance shit again. Wife wasn't too happy about it. Trust me, she didn't believe the story I told her when I got back to the house. If it wasn't for the fact that I had my jar of Rosmo with me, she probably would have put my shit on the front porch, called it a fucking day. Thank God for good old Rosmo. Anyway, so like I said, I was talking to Rosmo one night. I was watching some stories and shit. I was thinking about I don't know what I was thinking about. I was just watching one of my fucking stories for some stupid ass reason. It just so happened to be that story. I'm like, hey, yo, Rosmo, you know anything about this house? 1075 Baldwin Street, Sharon. There's a couple of freaky things happened there. And I'm wondering if you could shed a little light on the situation, if possible.
Oh, what? That fucking place? Yeah, I know a lot about that place. As a matter of fact, I was there years ago. One of the reasons why it got condemned, deemed uninhabitable. Mason, that guy, they binded his spirit there, and I used to fuck with him while he was there. You know, he burnt his ass up, buried him down there, and bonded him. And your fucking ass disturbed him. But at the time, when you did it, you didn't have any beef with Satan, so I had no reason to fuck with you. I figured Mason would be enough for you anyway. Back to the story. Torment Mason. I had a couple of friends there, you know, Fred and Jed, demon friends of mine, lesser demons, not greater demons or demons, but lesser demons, you know. And like the guys, they go around scaring people and shit, scratch and claw, stuff like that, make people hurt themselves, trying to get away from them, sort of like you did when you went shutting out our window or running down the street screaming. I heard somebody ask you if you needed some milk. I thought it was fucking hilarious.
Yeah, that was not really all that funny, you know. Came home and my wife slapped me several times in my face because she thought that I was fucking crazy or having a manic episode or a psychotic break, which I've had in the past. But that's not the point, Rosmo. I'm gonna go back, see if perhaps we can travel through that dimensional thing, whatever it is, and do a little exploring. Sort of like urban exploration in another dimension. It'd be kind of cool, because when I went through it the first time I came back, there was this monster sitting at my house and everything was different. It wasn't my wife. And me and the boys ran back through it, and I didn't really have a chance to explore the realm that I was in.
Oh, you don't want to go back there. I'm telling you right now, you definitely don't want to go after the realm of the demons. It's not for humans to be in. for long periods of time. You get stuck there, and your whole brain will fry like an egg, and your brain cells will just pop one by one. You'll be wondering if you'll ever be normal again.
But I'm not normal now, so it really shouldn't bother me that bad. And besides, I've got you, Rasamul. What good are you if you won't offer me some type of protection in the realm of the demons? Right? So after, talking to Rasamul about this shit for like, I don't know, 20 or 30 minutes, I finally convinced him to take me to the demon realm. Well, not take me, but, come with me to the demon. Not like he had much of a choice. I mean, he's in a jar. I could just carry him wherever I want him to go. Well, I did give him a nice big glass, old wine bottle, the tint that I told you. But when we travel, he travels in a jar. So, I took him out of his bottle and poured him in the jar. I said, we're going. All right, Roswell, I want to see shit and things. And have some fucking fun, in the demon realm. If there's fun to be had. Or just see how the other side lives. I mean, what's so bad about it?
I'm trying to warn you. You don't want to go there, man. It's not for humans. It's for us.
You guys come here, shit. You guys can come here. I should be able to go there and do human shit in Demon Land while you guys come here to Human Land and do demon shit. Like, quid pro quo, motherfucker. Come on, let's go. So we went, walked over to the house. It was nighttime, of course, why go during the daytime? I mean, nothing good ever happens during the day, right? No, of course not. Why would anything happen during the daytime? Only things scary happen at night. Folks, how scary would a movie be? Like, let's think about this, right? Scary movie. It's called The Night Stalker, right? The Night Stalker. But the whole entire movie is during the day, right? So why would they call it Night Stalker, right? You'd be all sitting there, this is fucking bullshit. When's the sun gonna go down? When's Night Stalker coming out? Nope. They just want you to think that the Night Stalker's gonna come out. In fact, they never show when the Night Stalker comes out, right? It's just daytime all the time. Nighttime, the scene fades, and it's just the next day. And during the night, some shit happens that you don't get to see, right? But you get to see the results of that shit. What am I even talking about? That has nothing to do with the story. Anyway, right, like I was saying, me and Rosamund went over to the house, right? Knocked on the door. Why did I knock on the door? Because I was worried that those two things that were there the first time, well, the second or third time that I was there, might have been just chilling, waiting for me to come in the door. So I knocked on it first. I had Rosamund, yell their names.
Fred! Jen! You guys here?
Nobody answered. Right, so I walk in the house. Now, when you first walk in, there's there's the steps that go down to the basement, and then there's 3 steps that go up a little bit into where the kitchen and living room area is, right? There's 5 or 6 steps that go down. As soon as I open the door, go to step in, some fucking head, right, plops down in front of my face with this grotesque look on it. Oh! Oh! Fell down the stairs into the basement. Shit. Damn it. Not supposed to be in the fucking basement. I'll disturb Mason again. And God only knows. I don't need any fucking problems with that guy. It was a fucking nightmare the first time. I don't want to deal with him again. Right? So I get my ass up, dust off. Don't touch anything. Don't touch anything because I don't want to disturb shit. You know what I'm saying? Don't want to disturb shit. Get up, go back upstairs. Jed or Fred, whichever one of them it is, I'm not sure which one is which. One's kind of tall and big, the other one's kind of short and small, sharp-ass claws. I'm like, oh yeah, you're a little fucker that ripped my shirt, clawed my arm, made me jump out the window talking about will consume you and shit. Fucking asshole. Don't try anything funny. I've learned some shit since our last time being around each other. I can trap you sons of bitches now in jars. You don't want to be in a jar. Say hello to your friend, who's a regular demon. His name's Rosmal. I open up the bag and hold the jar up. They see Rosmal in the jar, right? They're like, oh, they gasp. Because, they've never seen a demon trapped in a jar before. They're demons. They don't normally see demons trapped in jars. In fact, I'm the only guy that I know of that has a demon trapped in a jar. You know, it's pretty cool to have a demon in a jar and be the only person that has a demon in a jar because nobody else has a demon in a jar. It makes for great conversation when you're at a table at dinner and shit like that. You know, you're sitting down, everybody's talking about their bullshit shit. You bust out, hey, you know what? I've got a demon in a jar. You know, everybody's surprised about that shit because they're like, oh wow, we've never heard of such a thing. Where is it? Can we see? And you show them, and everybody's like, you know, you got the demon doing like little parlor tricks and shit, possessing people, making them do dumb stuff and things of that nature. Fucking animals coming through the fucking door, barking at you, but they're really talking in English, and people are flabbergasted, and they're looking at this shit like, what the fuck is going on? Blow their fucking minds at parties with a demon in a jar. I do. But that's not the point. They see I've got this demon in the jar now, right? And they're sitting there looking at me like they're fucking crazy and shit. Like, I won't put them in a jar or just destroy them. You know, I've got my holy shotgun, my bag of tricks that I always keep with me. So Rosmul speaks.
Hey, Fred and Jed, got this guy. His name is Reese. Human, got me trapped in this fucking jar. We're kind of like getting to be friends. Ah, shit. Hurts my stomach when I say it. Friends. Ah, shit. We're kind of like friends now. Yeah, I tell him stories. Takes me on all these crazy fucking adventures and shit, and I get to visit places I've tormented. Hey, by the way, Reese, send me down the basement there for a hot minute. I'd like to go suck up some energy. I'm gonna need it if you want me to bring you into the demon room.
One of the fucking little demons, I think it was Jed. Yeah, Jed. Jed's the short one, Fred's the tall one. So Jed's like, to the demon realm?
Yeah, he wants to go to the demon room.
Yeah, well, don't think that's such a good idea. Why do you talk like that? We're not even in fucking old time or England or none of that. This is not an English accent.
It's not an English accent?
No. What kind of accent is it? It's my demon accent. Okay, fine, whatever, I don't care. Yeah, I want to go to the demon realm. And if you guys can come with if you want, as long as you don't try any fucked up stupid shit, I don't want to have to blast you with this fucking holy shotgun and splash you with some goddamn blessed oil. Cause it'll hurt. You guys are lesser demons. Rosmul told me that you're lesser demons. And lesser demons don't take as much. Look what I did to this one. And I killed Azazel. They both gasped once again. They looked at each other. Oh God, please don't hurt us, they said. In unison, together. Double voice, sounding like a possessed person. That's the way they sounded when they said it. Because one of them had this like, the other one kind of had like a deep, gruffy, grumbly voice. So, you know, I bring Rosmul down to the basement, open up the jar and let him out for a few minutes. He's down there rustling about and doing something. I don't know. I was still talking to Fred and Jed. So, Jed, you know, that was pretty fucked up, which did my shirt. I'm gonna need some demon bucks to replace my shit. I don't have a whole lot of clothes, you know. I'm not the type of guy who's flashy and shit. So the few shirts and things that I have, I like to keep good fucking condition, motherfucker. You fucked up my shirt. Just so happened to be one of my favorite shirts. Actually, all my shirts are my favorite shirts. But that was one of my favorite shirts. So it was double favorite, and I need you to replace it. He conjured some shirt out of midair, and he handed it to me. Now, I know what you're thinking, right? You're not going to wear a shirt that a demon just conjured out of thin air, are you? Yeah, I am going to wear a shirt that the demon conjured out of midair because he owed me a shirt. I should have known fucking better because when I put it on, I began to itch and burn both at the same time. And then all of a sudden I was cold and then itchy again and hot. And then I started to cry because I was burning and itchy and hot and cold. And I took the shirt off. And I said, "You're an asshole." He said, "Yes, I am quite the asshole I am." I really wish you would stop talking like that. You know, why don't you just speak like a normal person? I'm pretty sure you can change your voice to whatever voice you want to change your voice to. How about I use your voice? Fine, I don't care. I'd rather hear me than you with that fucking English accent. Fine, I'll talk just like you. Fine, you can talk just like me. I will talk just like you. Talk just like me. That's fine. I don't care. I'm going to talk just like you. You can talk just like me. I already said it. Yes, I'm going to talk just like... Shut the fuck up! Stop saying and agreeing with me, you son of a bitch! Ah! Annoying me now. Small fucking thing. I should fucking kill you. I should kill you. Pulled out my holy shotgun and I pointed at him real quick. He hid behind, you know, the bigger one, Fred. Fred started to tremble because I was pointing the shotgun at him now. I was like, look, I'm serious. I'm not fucking playing around with either one of you two. Try any fucked up shit like the shirt trick again, and guess what? I'm putting holy buckshot right in your butts. Right in your butts. Right in your fucking demon asses. You're gonna catch full buck shot of the holiest kind. Float into the nether realm, you will. I'm not playing around. Shit. So Fred speaks to me. Like I said, he's got a very low, grumbly voice. I'm not sure if I can reproduce the lowness, so I'll try as best I can.
We'll just go whether the realm of the dreams where we see them.
I'm like, I really can't hear what you're saying. You know, it's very difficult. Why don't you just tell Jed over there, and then Jed can tell me, so I don't have to sit here wondering what the fuck you're talking about. It's at this point I hear Rosmul bust out laughing in the basement. I look down there to investigate what he's doing, and he's poking fucking Mason's burnt corpse with a stick. I'm like, what are you doing? Don't do that! I don't want him awake. Why not? Shit, it's no big deal. I'll put him back in the fucking grave after we're done. I just need him to wake up for a couple of minutes. I told you, I need strength. I gotta have it if I don't have strength. Going into the demon realm is not gonna be good. I said, no, look, we're gonna have to take our fucking chances. I'm not dealing with this guy. So stop poking him with a fucking stick. Come on, get back in the jar. Let's go. Right? So, put him back in the jar. We go upstairs. I'm talking to Fred and Jed. Jed and Fred decide they're gonna come with us. Me, Rosmul, Jed, and Fred are gonna head to the demon realm. Obviously, I have to have a demon with me to be present in the demon realm and not too noticed by demons. So they say. But remember, I don't believe what they tell me. You know, they're fucking liars. They're fucking liars. They're fucking liars. They lie all the time. It's what they're known for, you know what I'm saying? They're known for lying. Anyway, right? So, bam. We start down the hallway in the dark room that we were in before, and this hallway goes on and on. Once again, we're walking through it. I immediately start getting frustrated because I remember how long it takes to walk through this fucking hallway, which shouldn't take this long, and I'm just thinking to myself, why can't it be like an instant portal? Like, you just walk through it and you're there. No, we gotta fucking sit here and walk for like 10 fucking minutes. This goddamn fucking tunnel, hallway, portal thing. Get to the other side of this shit. You know what I'm saying? We're in the demon realm. Sky and shit. So I'm like, all right, come on, let's go, right? I'm all excited about this. I'm all excited. Because I'm thinking, right, maybe I can fuck with them like they fuck with us. But it doesn't work that way, people. It doesn't work that way at all. You know, they have more power in their realm than they do in ours. So, me being just a plain old regular human, I didn't really expect the things that I saw. There's a lot of debauchery, heinous acts upon one another. Like, they don't live like we do. Although, in a way, you know what? I must say, in a way they do live like us. They kind of do live like us. They kill each other, rape, murder, pillage, torture, maim. The only difference between them and us is they don't have this bullshit system of laws and stuff in place to make it look like they're civilized. They just do whatever the fuck it is that they want to do whenever the fuck they feel like doing it. And that's that, you know. So, as I'm walking down the street, I see one demon run another demon over, right? Runs him over. Bam. Just runs his ass right the fuck over. Gets out the car. Starts beating the shit out of this demon that he just ran over. Rosamund's cracking up laughing. I don't understand what's so funny about it. I don't, you know, because if it happened in real life, and I saw somebody get run over by a car, and then I watched the person who ran them over get out of their car and then beat them even more, I would probably be in shock for a few minutes. Then I might yell, stop! What are you doing? And then I would call the police and an ambulance. Or an ambulance and then police. Or both at the same time, since 911 connects you to all those services at once. Anyway, me being me and human, of course, I yell out, "Oh! What are you doing? Stop!" The demon looks back. "You're not supposed to be here." Huh? What? I'm not, huh? Oh, yeah, well, listen, hold up now. Let me explain. "You're not supposed to be here." He says it again. He starts walking over towards me, right? At this point, the demon that he ran over and was beating on gets up. He wasn't as hurt as I thought he was. He's pointing his finger at me as well. "You're not supposed to be here." "Hey, look, I was looking out for you. I don't care what the fuck you were doing. You're not supposed to be here. This is for us only. This is our place. We do our shit here all day long without prying eyes, fucking human beings in our space. You aren't supposed..." Yes, I know, I'm not supposed to be here. You guys have said this like 4 or 5 fucking times now. I don't want to hear it anymore. I have some demon friends, okay? I have some demon friends. They invited me. "We didn't invite you." "What do you mean you didn't invite me?" Jed said it again. "We didn't invite you. You told us you were coming in, and if we didn't let you come in, you were going to shoot us with your holy shotgun." "Oh yeah, that's right. Holy shotgun." Cocked it back. Right? Showed these 2 demons stepping towards me that I mean business. They didn't seem to give 2 fucks. I shot one of them real quick. In the leg. Wow! Hit him. Blew his leg right off. But it didn't have the desired effect that it was supposed to have. He didn't explode and then implode on himself in darkness. Instead, he grew his leg back and then kicked me in my nuts. God damn it. Fell on the ground. He started beating on me. Of course, Jed and Fred did absolutely nothing to help. Rosamund was in the jar in the bag. I wasn't thinking clearly because I was being beaten up by a couple of demons that were not happy to see me there. After they finished beating on me for a bit, they called the demon police. Now, I remember I told you there's no laws and shit, but they do have demon police. You wonder what in the fuck do demon police do if they have no laws? They make sure that things that aren't demons aren't wandering around the demon realm freely. Unbeknownst to me, I had no idea that there were several occurrences of humans passing over into the demon realm. I would soon find out when they tossed my ass into demon jail, where there were several other humans. Several other humans. Threw me in the cell. Nuts were still hurting. Sore. Oh, God, they hurt. Kicked me hard. But I guess I kind of deserved it. I did blow his leg off. Right? Yeah, I did. Now, there's these 2 ladies, a couple of dudes, and something I couldn't tell what it was. I don't think it was human. Maybe it was an alien from another planet or some shit. Didn't look human at all. It definitely wasn't a demon. And if it was a demon, well, I don't know why he was in jail with us. So I asked the 2 ladies. I said, "Hey, how the fuck did you guys get here? And how long have you been here?" "Oh, we're urban explorers. Went into this house, we're ghost hunting and exploring at the same time. We're playing around with a Ouija board. And this portal opened up in the doorway. It was me and Jenny here, James, John, Jeffrey." Jenny, James, John, Jeffrey? What's your name? Jacinda. Oh, God. All these J's. There's too many J's. Yeah, we're called J Paranormal. and urban exploration. Oh, my nuts. Oh. So yeah, you wanted to go in the portal. Yeah, well, James, John, Jeffrey didn't want to go in the portal with me and Jenny here. So two of us crossed in. When we did, we saw this land here, green sky. It was like the same place we were in, but it wasn't the same place we were in. Do you understand what I'm saying? I'm like, yeah, don't do it. I know exactly what you're ready to do. Don't. Just, you weren't where you were when you were where you were before you were where you are, right? Exactly. I know what you mean, yeah. So we started walking around. We noticed all these crazy things happening. These things were beating the shit out of each other, killing each other, raping each other, murdering each other, maiming each other, blowing each other up, and they were enjoying it. And we didn't know at first that we were in this realm of demons. We just thought it was a parallel dimension, and these monsters just enjoyed torturing each other. A lot like us, aren't they? Yeah, actually, scarily they are. But that's not the point. We asked directions of this one person that looked sort of like a human at first, till we got up on them, and we realized that they weren't human at all. But by that time, it was too late. Yes. They just so happened to be one of these demon police. Yeah, I ran into them as well. After I got my ass kicked by a couple of demons. So yeah, we've been stuck here for the past, I don't know, it seems like days. It's been a very long time. Is there a judge or or do they just keep you here? Well, they keep saying that our freaking lawyer or public defender is busy with other cases and that he's tied up at the moment. And every time they say this, they will buy some guy that's tied up. Has a little badge on him that says public defender. So I'm assuming that might be our public defender. So basically, you're just being detained here without any knowing of when you're not going to be detained here. Yep, that's pretty much it. That's not going to work for me. I have a family, children to get home to, house. People on YouTube that might miss me or not, but who cares if they do or don't? I mean, I do care if y'all miss me, but I mean, I've got reasons to go back. I'm in the middle of a DIY project in the house. If I don't finish it, it won't get finished. Well, I don't know what to tell you, man. You might as well just sit down and relax. No, I've got a plan. I've got a demon in a jar. You've got a demon in a jar? Yeah, I've got a demon in a jar. How'd you get a demon in a jar? It's a long story. I'm not going to go into it. If you really want to know how I got a demon in the jar, then you're going to have to subscribe to my channel, No Order Without Chaos, NOWC, on YouTube, and you can go to the playlist, OmenG's Stupid Scary Stories. I don't remember which number it is. There's like 70-something stories there, so it's somewhere around like 60-ish, I think. Maybe 50-ish, somewhere in that area. And just watch a few of them and see until you find the one where I catch Roswell. It's near some falls. Anyway, I took Roswell and showed them in a jar. And they're like, oh, that's awesome. That is really awesome. I was like, isn't it? He's a fucking blast sometimes. He's a blast. So, Roswell.
I don't know. I'm sleeping here and shit, you're disturbing me. What the fuck's the problem?
We've got a situation here.
I don't have a situation. You have a situation.
What do you mean? We have a situation. You're in a jar that I own, and if I have to stay here, so do you.
Yeah, I know. It's my realm. Why? What the fuck would I not want be here better being trapped in this fucking jar? I mean, eventually, my powers will come back, and I'll bust free of this jar. And when that happens, I have some plans for you. Suffering you will have in amounts you've never thought fucking humanly possible in your mind.
You know, you've got some big-ass demon nuts right now, Roswell. It's because we're in your world and shit. You think that you can just start talking to me any old kind of fucking way? Huh? Don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. The curse of the jar stands. In fact, now that you said that, I'm not opening that jar.
Doesn't matter. Stay here long enough, you won't have to open the jar. I'll bust right the fuck out of this fucking jar. And when I do, oh God, I'm telling you something. If you thought shit you seen me do was pretty fucking bad, oh, I've got some plans for your ass. They're gonna be lovely. They're gonna be lovely.
Now, at this point, I'm starting to get a little nervous. It's been what seems to be, at least from what my phone tells me, like 3 or 4 hours that I've been sitting in this cell with Jacinda and Jessica, Jacinda and Jenny, and the 2 dudes over there who were sleeping most of the time. At least that's what I thought they were doing, until I realized they were dead. Had been since they put me in the cell with them. Both of them. Looked like they starved to death. They're kind of skinny. Or maybe they were just skinny people that died. I don't know. But they were dead. I asked Jacinda and Jenny if they knew how they died. They said no, that they were already like that when they got there. I said, that's strange. They don't smell like death. It was at that point one of them woke up. You alright, man? No! How can I be alright? I'm stuck in this goddamn cell in Demon Land. Are you okay? Actually, no, I'm not. That was a stupid ass question to ask. I'm sorry. Pardon me. I shouldn't have asked that question. It was a dumb question. Shit. Are you okay physically? Mentally, none of us are okay. But are you okay physically? Yes, I'm fine. Physically, I'm fine. But are you just sleeping in there? How long? Shit, these chicks say they've been here for quite some time. How long have you guys been sleeping? I've been trying to sleep until I wake up somewhere else. Do you really think that that's going to work? I mean, you know that you consciously walked into this place that you're in, right? So going to sleep, you're not having a nightmare. I mean, it is a nightmare that we're here, but it's not a nightmare in the sense of you fell asleep and you're having it. It's happening around you. You're in it, not it in you, if that makes sense. Yeah, it makes sense, motherfucker. God damn. Don't bust my bubble. He wakes up his friend, who just so happens to be named Alex as well. Let me guess. You guys are paranormal investigators. Yes, Alex and Alex Investigations. Alex and Alex Investigations. AAI. Cool name. Who are you? I'm Reese. Demon Hunter. Ghost Whisperer. Master of things paranormal and stuff supernatural. Maker of music. Teller of stories. They asked me to tell them a story. All 4 of them, as a matter of fact. Gathered around me, I put Rasimul in the center of us. I said, glow like fire. Damn it. Be useful. So he did. And I told him this tale that I'm going to tell you right now. A tale within a tale. It was a dark, ominous night. The rain was pounding the roof, the wind howling like wolves, the cold biting like piranhas, tearing at your flesh. In the distance, in the way off distance, a light shone brightly. If I could just reach the light, I said, if I could just reach the light, I could find civilization. For there was none around me. I started walking in this windy, rainy, cold, really cold But the rain would not freeze. It was weird. It was just extremely cold rain, almost like liquid nitrogen hitting your skin. Instantly, your skin would freeze up. Ah! I covered myself as much as I could. I walked against the wind, which was a stupid thing to do, but the direction of light was in the direction that the wind was not blowing. It was in the direction the wind was blowing from, therefore I had to walk into the wind to get to it. Tried turning backwards, but then I wasn't seeing where I was going, and every now and then I would turn around and find out that I was walking away from the light, or in an opposite direction, which is the same thing as away from, but, get with the story, man. Shh! Let me set the fucking mood, Jenny! You don't interrupt the storyteller within this middle of telling a story. Have some goddamn fucking respect and patience. Patience. Anyway, I was walking backwards some of the time, turned around. I could hear voices in the darkness to the sides of me, whispering, saying things like, keep walking, run, stop, go, jump, scratch your ass, till you get glad. I'm like, what the fuck are they talking about? Shut up. I don't want to hear this shit. Be quiet. But I would look around to see if I could see where these voices were coming from, or what they were coming from. More importantly, what were they coming from? What were they coming from? I don't know. I couldn't see what they were coming from. Okay, then. Let the silence take you. Shit, Jenny. Have you ever sat down, listened to a story been told before? No? Well, learn that rule number 1 of listening to a storyteller tell a story is shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. That's what you do. You don't say anything. You shut the fuck up. Okay. Alright. Silence, all of a sudden, filled the air. It was so silent, I thought I had lost my hearing. I couldn't hear the rain falling anymore. The wind howling. Nothing. It was then I noticed the rain had stopped falling and the wind was no longer blowing, which is why I didn't hear the rain or the wind. I was still freaked out by the voices that I heard, but didn't see where they were coming from. Anyway, so I kept walking towards this light. It doesn't seem like it's getting any closer. It's like it's moving the same speed away from me as I am towards it. If I moved faster, it moved faster. If I slowed down, it slowed down. I was like, this isn't going to work. Then I realized, maybe, right, it knows that I'm coming towards it somehow. And it doesn't want me to be there where it is. Maybe if I turn around backwards and walk, then I can get to it. So I tried that once again. And this time the rain and wind weren't blowing, so I wasn't going off course. I was able to stay in a straight line and walk backwards. So I tried this for about 3 steps. And I bumped into something. Turn around, it's the light right there. Like, that fucking close. It wasn't that close before, which is weird. It was a strange thing that happened. The light was there in front of my face. It was a lantern being held by this old ass dude. He was fucking old as shit. I mean, probably like might have served in the Civil War type old. Really old. Long gray beard and mustache and shit. Gray eyebrows that somehow had started to grow off the side of his head. Like, they were long. He had a little brush, comb. He's sitting there tending to them while holding this lamp. Don't ask me how he was using the lamp and the little brush and comb to do his eyebrows at the same time. But he was, okay? That's what he was doing. Don't ask too many fucking questions. Like I always tell you people, don't get caught up in the fucking details, okay? Don't do that to yourselves. Don't do it to yourselves. Alright? Don't do that to yourselves. Just follow along. So I asked this old guy. Hey, old guy. My name is Jethro. Jethro. How you doing? My name is Reese. I'm lost. I woke up in this darkness. It was rainy and wind. Yeah, I know. I was outside, as you can see, and I don't need you to give me a fucking weather report. The fuck do you want? Jeez, you're a rude old man. Number one, fuck you. Number two, fuck you again. I didn't know what to say. I was shocked. I mean, here I am, in need of assistance, lost in the darkness. The only person I see holding a light is this old guy. And he's being a dick. Complete and total asshole. Then I remembered, when I did approach him, I did say, old guy, hey, old guy. I could have said, sir, or hey, dude. Which, no, I didn't say dude. Yeah, I did say old guy. So, I kind of deserved the first fuck you. But the second fuck you was uncalled for. That wasn't necessary. I don't need to be double fucked. Just one fuck. Look, I don't know where you came from. I don't know where you're trying to go. That's the whole... Shut the fuck up and let me finish talking. Have some goddamn fucking respect for your fucking elders. Now, like I was saying, I don't know where you came from or where you're going. I do know this, though. You don't get inside somewhere soon, things not gonna be good for you. For me? Yes, you. What about you? Oh, I'll be fine. I have a house to go to. Well, why can't I go to your house with you? I don't know where I am. Maybe I could use your phone and call the police? Phone? The fuck is a phone? Phone? Make phone calls on it? Call police? No, there's no phones here. And there's no such thing as police. Never even heard of such a thing. Well, can I go to your house? Please? I apologize for calling you old guy. That was rude of me. I was disoriented. It was cold and raining and stuff. I don't know where I am. Lost, like I told you. In the dark. Heard voices and whispers and shit. You heard the voices? Yes, that's what I just said. I heard voices and whispers and shit. Voices and whispers and shit. Yes, I just said it! This is why you can stay your ass out here. Fuck you, have a nice night. Turned around and walked away. What the fuck? The darkness started to engulf me. It felt like a big ass blanket of darkness. Suffocating blackness. Couldn't even see my hand in front of my face. Excuse me. What, Jenny? Why was it so dark? Was it nighttime? Is it like a dark planet or something? Why didn't they have phones? Where were the police? You remind me a lot of my youngest son, but he's 12. You look like you're probably about 20-something. And I did explain to you that you're not supposed to talk during stories. The storyteller tells a story and you sit there and listen. If you do have questions, they'll probably be answered sometime during the story. And if not, you wait till the end. And then you can ask all the questions you want. It was at this time of me explaining to her how storytelling is done that this demon in like a suit comes to the damn cell that we're in. Reese! I'm like, yeah, that's me.
Somebody paid your bail. Let's go.
What? Somebody... Yeah. Yep, somebody paid my bail. I got up. See you later, Jenny. See you later, Jacinda. Alex, have a good one. Dude, alien, whatever the fuck you are, see you later. And I left. I was wondering who could have possibly paid my bail. I walked out to the main hall of the lockup, and there was Fred and Jed. I was happy to see them. Happy. Until I found out what bail is not like you think. Alright, folks? So if you're ever in the realm of demons and a demon pays your bail, you should refuse it. You should refuse it as quickly as possible. Bail is sort of like a purchase, per se. They own you, right? So these two little assholes take me to their little demon house. Nice little apartment, you know. All the modern day amenities that you would have in a human apartment. TVs and refrigerator, air fryers, microwaves, food. Except they don't eat the kind of food that we eat. They kind of eat people. As when I looked in their refrigerator and saw that they only had one human arm left, that I kind of knew what they were thinking. I wasn't trying to hear that shit. A fight ensued. Started beating up on Jed immediately. Kicked him across the room. Fucked him up really fast. I did. Now Fred, on the other hand, was a little bit bigger. It was harder for me to get the upper hand, but I ended up with it. You know, they're lesser demons, remember. You know, I've beaten regular demons. So they were not much of a match for me. Gave him the business. And at this time, I hear a cracking of glass. I look in my bag and I see that Rosimo's jar is starting to fracture. This worried me. I knew if he got out, he was gonna fuck me up. I mean, I've basically been keeping him like a fucking pet in a jar. And here I am in his realm. I can only imagine him putting me in a jar. That would suck. Taking me to all like his little demon friends. Look, I've got a human in a jar. Haha. And making me do like tricks and shit. No. So I ran very fast back in the direction of where the house was that I came in from. Made it there, thankfully. Ran back through. Got back to my world. Excuse me. When I got home, I realized that I was gone, like I said, for 5 days. I hear Rosimo crying in his jar. Oh, God. Look at him. What's wrong, Rosimo?
Oh, I almost had you. Now we're back in your fucking world. Shit. Not too happy about it. No hard feelings about the shit that I said, right? I mean, no harm, no foul. I didn't do anything to you, so, you know, I hope you don't decide to treat me fucked up in this world just because I said some fucked up shit.
No. I guess I'd do the same thing if I had the upper hand on somebody and they kept me in a jar. I was kind of thinking about the fact that, you know, if you had put me in a jar in your world and made me do all types of things, that, you know, I wouldn't like it too much. But remember, you are a demon, and you do fucked up shit to my kind, which are humans. So, in a sense, I guess the only reason I feel any sort of empathy for your situation is the fact that I've now been kind of in your situation. Therefore, I won't be as mean to you. I'll let you out of the jar a little more often. How about that? Or we'll just explore more places that you find suitable to your feeding needs. But in the jar and bottle in the basement, you'll stay.
Fine. As long as you're not gonna, like, do any kind of fucked up shit. Try to get at me for things I said. I'm cool with that. You have a deal.
No, no deals. No deals. We have an agreement, okay? We have an agreement. That's good enough. Moral of the story, folks. Stay out of the demon realm. Don't go there. Don't go there. I don't know what's happening to Jenny and Jacinda, or Alex and Alex, or that thing that was there as well. They're probably still stuck there. They're probably still stuck there. And who knows what's going to happen to them. Maybe one day we'll find out, but I don't plan on going back to the demon realm. And if I do go back to the demon realm, if I do, it's only going to be to kick some asses, some demon asses. I hope everyone had a good week this week, and I hope everyone has a good weekend. Until next time, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, well, please. Please. No, I'm just joking. But yeah, if you like stories and stuff like that, go ahead and subscribe. If you have any suggestions or stories that you would like to hear, leave them in the comments. Or you can email me at nowordwithoutchaos@gmail.com, and you can email me a story idea and I will give you credit, obviously, for it. Say your name or whatever the fuck you decide to say, and maybe you'll say your name is Pretty Princess Purple. And I'll be like, this story idea comes from Pretty Princess Purple. Today's episode of OmenG's Stupid Scary Stories. Blah, 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? Either way, you'll get mentioned and shit. And I put clips on my Instagram of these stories as well. So if one of your stories does get used, I will mention you in that clip. Even if, well, yeah, I'll mention you in the fucking clip on fucking Instagram, which also goes to Facebook. So, haha. You know, if the story is a good one, and usually they are somewhat good, then people will know the idea came from you, right? You know what I'm saying? And plus, who wouldn't want a story told about an idea they came up with? Like, you know, that's like if you called Marvel and shit, or, well, Disney. Fucking Disney. I don't want to get sued, so I didn't say Disney. I said Wisney. You know, that'd be like, you send a story to Wisney and they take your idea and they're like, oh yeah, that's a great idea, John. And they make it into like one of their movies or endless franchises of movies that they continue to do to death. It's like beating a horse after it's dead. After it's rotted and turned to bones and dust, and you're still sitting there with this big stick beating the shit out of it for whatever strange reason. I don't know why one would do this. It's not sane or civilized or sane. I said sane, right? Yeah, I did. But yeah, if you like the videos that I do, please leave me a like. You know, the algorithm, the monster that it is, determines who gets to see what. The computer controls everything. Everything it controls. I told a story about it once. I'm not going to tell you about it again, but you know what I'm talking about, okay? Now, because I don't have a particular schedule and when I post, if you want to be notified when I do post, well, go ahead and hit the notification icon, which will ring a little bell, which doesn't really ring a bell. I don't know why they show you a bell, because it doesn't ring a bell. Just put a little red dot on the bell and you'll know that somebody that you follow has posted something that you may or may not want to see. But I don't have to explain that to you all. You all know how to use YouTube. Okay, folks, until the next story, which could be later tonight or maybe tomorrow. I hope everyone has a wonderful weekend.